This is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. This is where the fun. This is where the fun. This is where the fun begins.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
This is where the fun begins.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Toy Anxiety. Welcome to year 3 of Toy Anxiety. This is not our 3rd anniversary, but this is the 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year. I don't know how long we've been doing this. 10th year. Feels like an eternity. Almost 250 episodes. Welcome to the show, everybody. Live on a Tuesday night here, 9:30 p.m. on the Toy Anxiety YHS channel on YouTube. My name is Craig Goldberg. Hope everybody's having a wonderful and happy new year. Let's get this started. A little music for you. Here's Toy Anxiety, the theme. All right. I wish I had another song queued up.
That's a good song. We have
Let's
a good
release
song.
more songs. Yeah, let's get together. Let's make an album.
There's multiple people who have said that they have the Toy Anxiety theme as their ringtone, which I didn't even know you could do
They
custom
steal it?
ringtone. They stole it.
Ooh.
We didn't see any money for that.
Wow.
When's the last time?
More power to them. That's cool.
I
You
do
know what? We
remember-
like pirates here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Han Solo,
Johnny Depp.
video piracy.
Video piracy.
You wouldn't steal a woman's purse.
Yeah, Abby said that to me the other day. I was trying to torrent something or something. She's like, "You wouldn't steal from a human." I was like, "What?"
Hey,
She's
if
trying to-
you were like old like us and you had to tape stuff off the radio, was that considered stealing?
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Probably. I
On
don't
my
know.
little tape
Probably.
recorder.
There you
Would
go.
you tape a song off the radio?
I used to actually. When I was a kid, fun little story to start the new year. Then we'll say hi to everybody. We had a live-in nanny who moved from Russia.
Oh, I didn't know you were rich growing up.
Yeah,
Oh,
here comes
how's your
that
butler?
explanation.
Well, I don't
right?
think she was paid very much. I don't think my parents were giving her top dollar nanny money. But she would record MTV all day and send it back on VHS to her home country in Russia to show them American MTV, New Kids on the Block, and everything else.
Wow.
So
Came floating in on a tank.
no, stop.
I give you.
Okay.
She sends a sends a letter along with her family, and it's like, please enjoy this Limp Bizkit single.
No, this was like 1991. By the way, my mom is in the chat. She
So
has
it's
confirmed
good MTV.
110 a week.
110 a week.
Whoa,
It's not
embarrassing.
bad.
From
That's
1990.
1990s money, right?
That's good money.
Yeah.
Is it?
Plus the bonus MTV.
And you
All
Ruben
the videos
Board
she gets. Yeah.
She got
Free
paid.
MTV.
to live free. I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Whoa,
Um,
Nanny
hold on.
break, Craig. Whoa!
She was so kind. Her name was Ellen. She was like 19. Anyways,
Oh.
let's move on. Thank you so much to Matt Bush starting us off with a super chat 2024 1999. Thank you so much, Matt Bush. And then another one coming in from Johnny Cock, great friend of the pod. Happy New Year, Toy Anxiety crew. You're all amazing, and don't ever forget that. Thank you. Happy birthday, Mr. Jacob Walsh. Let's see how glorious
Thank you,
Craig's
Johnny.
plume like hair gets this year. Yeah, I mean it's like it's getting tall, and I'm noticing I've got these like mafia style wings growing in
I love
you're
that.
like-
organically.
You're like Mr. Fantastic.
I am. Yep, I'm just like
We got fucking Reed Richards over here. Take a look at this guy. Fucking smartest guy in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Touches his limbs. Holy shit. Look at him.
Yep, and God, that guy was at Dragon Con a couple years ago. The one from the original Fantastic Fours. So that's a
know where you're
fun
going with
fact
that.
for
That's
everybody.
cool.
Cool.
Anyways,
cool.
Cool. Let's go to the chat.
Michael B. Jordan in the Fantastic Four. Hi everybody. Ryan Dole joining us all the way from. Well, he's normally in Vancouver, but he's down at the farm still. How are you, man? How was your New Year?
It was good. It was pretty chill because we're all at that age now where we just go to bed.
Right.
But yeah, I'm already back to work on like day 2 of the year.
Right.
I'm tired,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And how much longer do you have hanging out with the family?
That's it. This is it. This is last
This
week.
is it.
So,
Okay.
Craig, if you got anything to mail out, you should mail it this week.
Well, I actually was going to comment on that here in a few, and you'll understand why. Jacob Walsh, Happy
Hi.
New Year. How was your New Year?
It was cool, chill. I've just been, hanging out. Also back to work today, as of today.
Yeah.
Went in, had a short day, the way I like it, and then
Mm-hmm.
came home and took a nap. It's been great.
I
Nice.
knew you were napping.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I knew you.
You can usually tell when I'm napping.
I can tell if I don't hear from Jake between 4 and 7. I'm like, it's nap time.
Oh, that's nap time. Yeah,
That's
4 to
nap time.
7 is prime nap time.
Prime
Mhm.
PNT. That's what I've always called it.
3:30, calm down. 4 o'clock.
Yes. Before and after.
Yeah.
Before and after. Okay.
Here at YHS, we love naps.
Abigail, how are you?
Brought to you by Naps. I took a nap today, and I'm doing even better because of it. Getting a little more sleep here, which is nice. I had the flu for like a whole week
Yes.
over Christmas, and a lot of people were super sweet and nice and reached out to me. So I just want to say thanks to those folks.
Yeah, and some weren't.
You know what?
We know
Those of
who
you
you
who
are.
didn't, fuck you. No,
Wow.
no,
Yeah,
it
sure.
was. Yeah, it's been a nice. We had a nice New Year's, so happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, and we got a lot of people already hanging out in the chat. We're gonna highlight some membership here. Look at this, Davey Sockrocker, member for 16 months. BC DeLorean and other movie cars, also a member for 16 months.
Thanks,
Thank you guys.
Mhm.
Davey Sockrocker says 11 to 4 prime nap time. I agree. Those are great,
Mhm.
great
Mhm.
numbers there.
Yeah.
Let's
shift
go.
change for most restaurants.
If you're new to the toy anxiety world, welcome. If you're new to YHS, welcome. If you've been with us for a long time, welcome back. Let's go ahead and say hi to the chat because there's a lot of people here already. Let's go. Monsters from Beyond, In a Heap, Johnny Cock, Tony Taylor, Stanley Eberhard, Davey, as we said, is here. Skylar Davis, Blue Chainsaw Man, Andrew Bayless, all the way from Australia. He says he's hunting the new GB toys. So are we. We're going to talk about it. Justin Nicolosi, Zach Kinsella is here. Whoa. The Ryan Dole fan club is here.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Wow.
you
The
got-
whole club?
The whole
That's
club.
quite something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a Jacob Walsh fan club for a while.
Yeah, for like 1 week.
I had a
Yeah.
few fans.
Abby
you
has
guys-
fans.
But
I have
thank you.
nothing.
I'm going to
Yeah.
call this person out. I am pretty certain this is Make Mine Marvel Legends.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's who that is.
All right.
Good.
Well, we're going to see.
Can't fool me.
Yeah.
I see right through you.
Very cool.
Blue Chainsaw Man, Derek Hoover, Dorlax, and Nolan, Free Reign, Shift and Shutter. Just trying to. Hey, we're not paying. I'm not
Yeah.
paying those
Craig,
prices.
are you doing okay today?
I
with
do
this?
it for free.
I'm trying to read these kind comments. Jason Grohosky is here. Lawrence Dwayne is here. Of course, Matt Bush, J Rod, Country Boy 9, Silver K, Thomas Crosby, Ghostbusters Collector, Flash is here, and so on and so on. Andy Stutes, Tony Johnson, A Punk with Toys. Guys, Soulcraft is here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Lots of people piling in early. We got some fun tonight. We're going to kind of map out 2024. I've got some predictions. I've got some more jokes. We're going to do another roast. Just kidding. We're going to leave that in 2023.
We did that. Oh,
We
so good.
did it. We did it.
Did a roast. Yeah.
And Jason Grohosky just, I don't know what this means, but he just gifted 10 Toy Anxiety memberships.
So who can pick
that
them
means
up?
Other
Those in the
people
chat?
now randomly have memberships. That
Yeah,
didn't
I don't know
have
how it
one
works.
before.
I feel like, remember at a shoe carnival, you'd get in that machine and coupons would go flying
This
around?
is like that.
I think so.
Very nice.
It's the
I
digital.
remember seeing that at the shoe carnival. I was like, you know what? I'm not getting a job. Like, why does anyone work? You just go into this machine every day. You shoe shop every day.
Yeah, and
That's
you
it.
collect coupons and money. So appreciate you guys being here. Lots to cover tonight. We'll get into some weekly pickups. I've got some predictions. We're going to talk about some collecting goals for this year. We're going to talk some Ghostbusters toys. It's going to be a nice start to the year. First of all, we should talk about the Jeffries real quick because I think it's about to be that time.
Oh shit.
Can you believe it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
believe it?
It's coming around.
Yeah.
So we don't have the official date locked down. But last year was on Valentine's Day, which was the 14th. This year, that same Tuesday is the 13th. So I would say more than likely February 13th, but we'll have an official announcement in the next week or so. Dole, are you excited about the Jeffries this year?
If we do it on the 13th, can we all wear hockey masks?
Yeah, I like that theme.
Well,
Yep, just like my favorite
Friday
horror
It will
movie,
be a
Tuesday the 13th.
Tuesday the fucking
Tuesday
13th.
the
You know Jason
13th.
loves Tuesdays.
You thought Fridays were scary. You tried.
Tuesday's better for him.
Tuesdays are scarier actually than a Friday.
They're way
It's like
Yeah.
they're so much further away
Further away from the
Friday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's
I
like,
love
oh
that.
god, I'm still starting the week. I already did a day.
Blue Chainsaw Man gifted another 10 memberships. I swear to
my
God, I have no
goodness.
idea what that means, but
Yeah, but hopefully everyone can figure it
I'm
out.
sure you guys will figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, let's okay, so we'll talk
Yeah,
about the
we're
Jeffries.
getting new members. So yeah, thank you all.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah,
thank you. Let's get into some pickups though. Let's not beat around the bush.
Oh,
Speaking of
Speaking
Matt
of
Bush.
speaking of Matt Bush, well, I'll be calling him out in a second. In a good way, whatever the good version of calling somebody out is.
a shout out.
A shout out. Jacob, do you have pickups this week?
I actually have a good bit of pickups. Yeah,
You do? Ryan,
Oh.
how about yourself?
Nope.
Okay. That was a
I
funny
like
way
the
to
way
say
you
it.
said it.
Yeah,
there.
Nope.
yeah.
It's
No.
I'm waiting for someone to send me stuff. That'll be Craig.
All right.
Well, you
okay.
got a fan club.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got a
actually,
fan
Geek
club.
Dad Life. Geek Dad Life actually owes me something that I paid for in July. So he's actually becoming.
I'm so
Wow.
surprised.
You might have a case against him. You might have to go to court.
I guess I should remind him to send it too. Anyways,
yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes you
No,
have to
I
take
got
that
I
guy
got
on.
nothing. I do have something that I did buy for Abby though, but I'm not going to show it off. I'm just going to randomly send it to her.
Okay.
Cool.
Everybody's gifting everybody everything.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, since you've got a couple, let's start with you tonight. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sure. The first thing I'm going to show off, I don't think is really a toy, but I'm proud of it anyway. But I bought a Switch.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Congratulations. That's self-care.
Bought a Switch. Yep.
Yeah, that is self-care.
Mhm.
It
That's
is.
great. Now, Jacob, we were talking before the show.
Mhm.
Do you want to admit the second part of this?
I haven't bought any games for it yet. Well, listen. I bought the Switch, and then I got the membership that comes with all of the like vintage games.
Okay.
So even though I haven't bought any like new games,
Right.
I have like all the games for the regular Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. The one thing I bought the Jurassic Park, which are all vintage games. But
Okay,
the Jurassic
gotcha.
Park set of all the vintage games. But I haven't bought anything new yet. Like
Sure,
brand
sure.
new. So, but I'm.
Do
I'm
you want a
getting there.
couple recommendations?
I do. Yeah. What
Let's
should
get
I
some
get?
recommendations.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Okay,
So get that because that's fun because you can
I'll
have
pick it up.
you can have friends over or whatever, or even if you
Sure,
want to play
sure.
with Abby and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. I think you guys would have a blast playing that.
Mhm.
Again, I think I mentioned this before like 100 times. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed
Yep.
Sure.
because it's crossplay, so all four of us can play.
Maybe do a little
Once you get the
stream.
hang of it,
Okay.
yeah, I think
That
you have the hang of it
sounds-
too. It's a lot of fun,
Very interesting.
Members only, Spirits Unleashed stream. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just trying, and then of course any Mario game are always fun. Right?
Yeah, well,
Mario
I
Kart.
I do. That's one of the reasons I went for a Switch is because I'm not a big gamer. I don't play a ton of stuff, but I like the Mario games. I like Metroid. Stuff that's on the Switch. I do want to get like Animal Crossing.
I was
and
about
I'd
to
love
drop that mention. Yeah.
I want to get that Pokemon Snap game, that newer one or whatever. But just like whatever, I'm gonna get on it and get some stuff. But
Well,
I've
this
been
is what we're
having-
gonna do.
I've been
Yeah, you
having
have to
fun
visit my
playing
island.
the vintage stuff. It's been pretty
We-
good. So
We had a couple super chats earlier. I've already said since it is Jacob's birthday, actually his real birthday, happy birthday, Jacob, is coming up next month.
Yeah, it's actually
it's
Is
getting
that his
more.
unbirthday when it is his birthday?
That's when it's
It's your
real.
very merry unbirthday.
We will all super chats tonight will go to the Jacob Walsh Switch Game Fund. So anything that comes
That's
in
amazing.
tonight, we'll
Keep them rolling in.
rolling.
Yeah.
See how many
keep 'em
games we can
busy.
get by the end of this thing.
Keep them occupied.
See how many games we get. It ends at $30. We're like,
They're
well,
expensive games.
they
They're
are
like
expensive.
Yeah, we know.
$60 for a new game.
We
I
got-
almost went and bought something. I was like, "This is $60. I'll get it later.
Yeah.
I'll play Donkey Kong or something for a little bit. And I'll get
There you
it.
go.
Jacob, we got a Switch for our nephew actually, and we had it just the Switch, and I wrapped it up, and we were just going to give that to him. Then we thought about it, and was like, that's kind of a dick thing to do to not give a game.
It's like basically
parents-
telling my brother, like, this is a $60
here's a responsibility.
obligation.
Yeah, yeah.
Here
so,
now you have to start spending money.
yeah. So Craig went out and got Mario Kart, wrapped it up, and gave it to him.
I almost just gave him your copy.
He wouldn't care. I mean, kid, he doesn't know anything.
Oh,
No.
I think Abby would.
If
care.
there's no case, you just hand him a disc. This
A
big or
loose-
whatever. You're like, here, don't swallow this.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's a great pickup, Jake. Do you want to do some more? Or you want to?
I can do more. I got some stuff. Let's see. So I'll show this guy off first. This little dude I got from Jess for Christmas. But I got this little. So this is from a company called Garden State Kaiju on
Okay.
Instagram. But it's a dewback. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
a
I know
it's like a Safubi version of a little dewback, and they put these out in different colorways, just like Safubi.
That's awesome.
It's vinyl, but I've been eyeing this dude for a while.
Cool.
That's
I
awesome.
love.
I got
I
him.
knew that
He's
was
cool.
a dewback when I saw it.
Yeah,
Something
I
about
was
where
like,
the
is that?
eyes
I
and
thought
the
it
mouth.
was a dewback, and you said it was like, oh, it's Safubi Kai. I was like,
they
oh, well, and it's not.
they call
is.
it something. I forget what they call it, but they don't call it a dewback for, like, copyright reasons.
Right, right.
Right.
But that's what he is.
they're
So,
like desert creature from galaxy far, far away. Sand trooper rides it. Maybe.
Maybe.
I forget what they call it. I forget what he's like. A mud belly. There you go. Somebody's.
Oh, okay, sweet.
They
Thanks,
call him
Tony.
the mud belly. Yeah.
Hey, we got a
Tony.
super chat here.
I think
Quit
we're
fighting
yeah.
over the clicking
We're
it.
fighting. We're fighting over who.
Davey
who gets to
Sockrocker,
be-
498. Thank you. This is for TMNT Cowabunga Collection, Mega Man, or Cuphead.
Oh,
So he's
Cuphead,
telling you
yes.
what you got to get.
I'm
I
going
love
with
that.
TMNT. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
cool.
Davey.
Hey, this is
Thank you.
real quick. I wanted to highlight. This was like a really kind comment, and I wanted to highlight it. Tony says, "Thank you for the membership." So thank you to whoever he got it from, Blue Chainsaw Man or Jason Grohowski, two of our admins, by the way. Thank you for the membership. This is my first time to hear for a live show. Long time watcher. This is amazing. So much fun. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, of course. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
thank you
exciting.
for watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should I go for a second?
Yeah, I've got stuff
Yeah.
too. Not that anyone's asked me yet, but yeah, I do.
Do you want to go? You go. You go.
Sure, I do. Actually, speaking of Jason Grohowski, one of our admins who's generous enough to hit that big membership pinata that everyone got a little membership from, he sent a couple sweet little things in the mail to me. And oh, this one actually talks. I didn't know that. This is a loth cat or a loth cat from Star Wars. Little stuffed one, like super duper adorable. I had this guy underneath the tree this entire Christmas season, and I just love them. Just so I like the like kind of simplistic like needlework look on the
Sure.
eye and stuff. It's
Hey,
cool.
if
yeah.
if Ahsoka shows up, please take the cat with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do want to say, I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. There was a box of fortune cookies in the package Jason sent. I ate them. They were delicious.
Yeah, they were good. The fortunes were good too. Also
fortunes
from,
were okay.
from Jason, these are two things that I really need for the Jeffries actually.
Well,
'cause
there's
I
like
need
10 more in the other room. He sent a bunch of them.
Well, good, because he's now our supplier of giraffes that I'm gonna spray paint gold and I guess maybe make some like a stand or something for, because we like to keep we like to keep the Jeffries a little bootleg. But yeah,
Oops, sorry.
that's that. Thank you. Thank you so much to Jason and yeah, so those are the first couple things. I do have two more things, but I can wait if y'all want to go.
Sure, we'll just
Take a
round
turn.
table a little bit. Okay, so we got a package in the mail from Matt Bush, who is, if you don't know Matt, He's a longtime watcher of the channel, huge supporter of what we do here at Toy Anxiety and YHS. And he's been kind enough over time to he's just a generous guy. There's really no other way of putting it. He's a good guy. He's this great guy. Remember the Seinfeld episode with
really great guy.
Keith Hernandez? Here I am talking to this great guy. We have a great time. He sent Ryan this amazing vintage carded cyborg. He has sent rare items to all of us. And he gifted me something for Christmas, so I'm just going to reveal it, and then we'll go to the chart. Ryan's gonna be mad. Ryan's gonna yell at me. But here it is. This is a Star Wars Kenner vintage complete Yak Face figure. Which
I didn't know you were Canadian, Craig. Didn't know you could get one of those.
This is a Yak Face. Hey, actually, this looks just like the guy who works down at the Shell station where I buy my superpowers figures.
You're not far off.
Yeah.
So here's now the new rule, because we were gonna do a race to Yak Face.
No, you made that whole thing up. I never agreed.
You
to
shut
it.
up. Listen. You stop talking for 1 minute, Craig. That was supposed to be a race for you and Jay. So now this is the official rule. Matt Bush can't buy you all of them. He has to leave at least one open. Right?
No.
And then that way you and Jay can race to see who can finish their collection first in Japan.
Dude, I'm flying to Japan complete.
Oh, you think so?
You're gonna check them?
The only thing I'm gonna need to buy at Celebration are coins. I'm missing all the coins. I'll need to. So
Matt
real
Bush,
quick,
help me out here.
Matt,
This
was never a dull
Never
moment.
a dull
That's
moment.
pretty good.
Okay.
I like that. Obviously, this is a very this is a rare figure, one of the most expensive original Kenner Star Wars figures. Actually rare, actually hard to find.
Yeah.
So very much appreciated. And because I was on top of my stuff today, I woke up this morning, got a lot of work done. I was feeling productive for a change. I did
work.
I worked.
We got a lot of work done.
I worked.
He was at Target. You were at Target for
I was
a
at
while.
Target
this
all
morning.
day again. You know me. Actually, I'm looking for there it is. Okay, so I updated the chart so everybody can keep tabs. We are down to 5 on the vintage Star Wars collection. There's a blue Yak Face waiting for me at Second Chance Toys that they're trying to sell to me on a discount. But
okay.
So I need. Oh, actually, shit. I forgot to mark off Poncho Luke, which I showed off a couple weeks ago with Matt Bush also sent me. So I'm down to 4. Actually, I'm down to just a couple figures here. And all kidding aside, because I wouldn't want Matt to ever. Yes, sorry, Matt. Yes, Luke is he's in there.
Yeah,
I just forgot to give him the green check mark. He's verified.
Wow, so much for all the work you did this morning.
You're not doing any work, right?
Good job on that list.
Big props to Matt Bush for that, because that's like.
No, all kidding aside, that's an amazing, awesome gift, and very, very, very appreciated. And he's also.
I'm going to start a new trend this year. I'm going to say, you know what, Craig, you deserve that. I'm happy you have.
Thank you.
Yes, is the new trend is being happy for your friends.
No,
That's
just
great.
Craig. You other two, you can stay.
That's not going to catch on.
You can
Right.
stay under me like you belong on this screen. Craig, congratulations.
Weird. Okay, Abby, do you or let's go back to Jake.
Yeah. Okay.
We're round table.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's round table it.
All right, Jacob, what's up?
Cool. So I got something.
Thank you,
I
Matt.
bought something from Super 7.
Ooh.
I feel like
Very
we haven't
nice.
talked about Super 7 in a bit.
We love Super 7. We love Kyle from
Kyle.
Super 7.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm beefing with Kyle right now because he hasn't made any effort to get those Euphoria Ultimates out. So,
Oh.
just
gotta add some eyeshadow and glitter.
Matt Bush says maybe if you guys made some charts, you get the rare figures too.
Oh my God.
I'm making a
Assignment.
kaiju chart tonight.
Yeah.
Motivated to make charts.
Hey, Matt Bush, go watch Monster Island just once. Go watch one episode of Monster Island.
Everyone should go watch Monster Island.
Oh, yeah.
I bought this this Mecha Godzilla from Super 7. This
Oh, that's awesome.
what is this thing? The X-ray. It's called something. Yeah, I bought this Mechagodzilla. I got him out right here. I've been seeing this thing at conventions for the last few, like, they had it at Toy Fair. I think they had it at Comic-Con, but they put out this Mechagodzilla, and he's clear. You can see through him, and you can see all of his bits.
That is so cool.
Mhm.
And he actually, like, he's got a chest plate, that you could put his chest plate and his little arm plates over this, or you can pop them off.
Super Cyborg.
And see some of the Super Cyborg. That's
so
And
cool.
his mouth opens as well. But yeah, as soon as I saw this, I was like, as soon as this goes on sale, I'm going to buy it. So
Awesome.
That's awesome.
picked it
Mhm.
up.
That's a
yeah,
good one.
Love that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one's super cool.
Love it. Yeah.
Are you gonna have it so it's lit up underneath, so everything like?
Oh, I guess I should, huh?
That'd be
Put a
cool.
little light in there, or maybe
Yeah.
he needs what. So a lot of times when you get a Safubi that's clear like this, they like to put stuff inside. Like they'll put either pom poms or like tinsel inside the
Mhm.
figure itself,
Ooh.
so it looks like it's got some kind of a. That'd be really cool, but I'm not sure if you can actually
Yeah.
get inside this part. But it'll probably stay like this for a bit. But yeah,
There you go.
that's good.
Yeah,
Jake, you got
get
some questions here in the chat.
Okay.
How much?
How much was it? I think it's like 125, something like that. It's not crazy.
All right, and Johnny Cock
Yeah.
is asking, "I need one."
You did, yeah, Johnny. You do
The
need
answer's
one.
yeah.
I need
The
one.
answer's yes, dude.
I
Pick
need
it
one.
up.
I love that.
It's a cool toy.
I love it. It reminds me of the see-through phones in the 80s.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
exactly.
DJ
I wanna
Tanner
pick
had
him up.
one.
Yeah.
I got two
So does
more
it work as a
things,
phone?
but if we want to, whatever we want to do,
I'll jump in.
Abby's gonna jump in. There we
That's
go.
cool.
dude,
Cool.
tag,
Tagged. I'm jumping in from the ring.
cool.
All right.
Nice.
I love
Yeah.
wrestling.
I
Wrestling
do
Cody
too,
Rhodes, right?
honestly. Cody Rhodes is doing well. This has nothing to do with wrestling. This is again Matt Bush, just being super duper awesome, and we just totally appreciate him. But he sent me 2 families in the mail, one of which the koala family right here,
That's
Or just-
awesome.
the Outback koala family. So goddamn cute. I
That's
I
What do they
absolutely
sound
love-
like, Abby?
They're like, "Good day, mate." I'm on MySpace, and that's Craig's joke. I just ripped off one of Craig's jokes, which we kind of wrote together. But it
Don't
isn't-
take credit for
Carry
that.
on.
one.
Moving on,
Let
moving on.
Craig have that.
We're
one.
moving right along. We love Andrew Bayless, and I got these giraffes right here. The family of
And
giraffes
Paducci.
and Baducci.
Both Australian people. We love them.
Yeah, we love everybody, first of all. And I just love these guys. This is my favorite family. I can't wait to populate my little Calico Corner city with the giraffe family. And I did mention this to Andrew Bayless is in the chat. That's funny. I mentioned this to Craig and to Jacob. I'm going to, when I finally build my Calico Critter community, I'm going to make a park bench that has Matt Bush's name on it. And I'm going to send him a little key to the city.
Can you give him a little star on the Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Key to
he's
the
going to be like the
city.
Evo Shandor that like built our
Yeah.
city.
I like that.
That's the
You call
nerdiest. That is the nerdiest thing you have ever said.
I'm
You
going to send
are
him a little key.
You're a nerd.
I know.
like that.
I know.
Very
Can you
cool.
call it even like Calico Critter Bushtown?
There?
Yeah, it's
Bush
a bush
town.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Matt's an awesome guy. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to meet. We were gonna try to meet Matt at the next PowerCon, but they delayed it a year. So we got to go to.
They did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want us to meet. Okay, Jacob, you got something else?
Yeah, I do. I got 2 more things here. And this is another Christmas present from Jess. And what's crazy about this one is so like the day before I received this and opened it up, me and Jay Key, at the end of the year on Monster Island, we record an episode of our top 10 what we want to buy in the next year.
I love that. Yeah.
And then whenever the year comes around, we'll go through and like mark off here's how many things we actually got off our list, and it's never
Mhm.
that many. But we recorded this the night before. So Jess had no idea this was on my list. This was like number 3 on my top 10 list, and she just happened to pick it up for me. And it is It is Reptilicus. I don't know if anybody is aware of an old 60s horror film where Reptilicus rages the Dutch countryside and spits acid at people, but there's a Safubi of him, and I've been wanting it for a long time. And she got me Reptilicus, so
That's
I love
amazing.
it.
It
So
looks like
cute.
something that would be airbrushed on the side of a moving carnival, and I
Yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
It
It has
does.
that like Knights of the Round Table, like
Yeah.
the color. I love that. I
Look-
Jess is
look-
awesome.
Yeah. And look at this. Johnny said he saw Reptilicus for the first time last week because of this episode, so that's cool.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, Reptilicus.
watch it.
I love
Cool.
this. Check it out.
It's what, Johnny Cock? You need that one too.
It's awesome.
He does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. That's great. Go ahead and finish it up.
Finish it up. Okay, so I don't know how much I've ever really talked about it on this show, but there is a rare old Godzilla cartoon called Godzilla Land.
Okay.
I really love it. It's like a kid's, educational show, but it's very cute. There's not a ton of merchandise out there for it. Oh, do you guys remember when I showed off the flocked Godzilla, the little
Yeah.
flocked?
Yes.
Those were Godzilla Land merchandise.
Okay.
One of the things that does exist, I've been looking for these for a while, and I don't have all of them because there's like 20 or 30 different ones. But they made do you guys know what Keshi is?
I don't.
Enlighten
I
us.
thought Ryan might.
Yeah, that name sounds super familiar. But
It's
I can't
like-
place it.
Little colorful erasers, basically.
Oh, like Muscle Men.
Muscle Men,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are like American Keshi, basically. But that's a
Right.
really big thing in Japan. They still make them for everything. And there was Godzilla Land Keshi. And I was able to find some. I've been looking for these for a while, and I was able to find somebody selling 4 of them together as a lot. So it's the animated. It's the animated Mechagodzilla.
That's so cute.
That is.
We
Cute.
got animated Ebra,
Mm-hmm.
Horror of the Deep.
Oh, I would be scared of that guy.
Claws. Yep.
We got animated
Anger.
Anguirus. Yeah, good job.
Oh my god.
Look at you.
And then the best one, we got animated Godzilla here.
Oh my
that's really
God.
cool.
What
That
a
is.
Dude,
goofy
okay, have you ever heard of-
expression.
This is popular in Japan. It's a kid show called Ant-Pan Man, and they're all like bred people, like they're all bred superheroes.
No, but that sounds awesome.
That's
What they look like
Yeah.
to me. They look like a mixture between Godzilla and Ant-Pan Man.
Well, there's other monsters in this line, and then they also release them all in different colors. So there's a good bit of them. But I've been looking for these and the flocked line. They're really hard to find. There's not a ton of Godzilla Land stuff out there, but I've been trying to like slowly get all of it. So I was really, really happy to find these. And then I enlisted the help of Jay Key. He helped me get them at a cheaper price than American eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
so
just
do
looking
you
at
have a-
Keshi on there.
Do you,
No
do you
Blue
have a-
Chainsaw Man.
Nope.
Not
Go ahead.
Kesha. Sorry.
Jake,
Not
is
Kesha.
there a
Wake up in the
checklist?
morning feeling like Godzilla.
There's
Nice.
no, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So there's no list for how much stuff there is
Okay.
for Godzilla Land.
So we
It's
can't
not-
get you to be Godzilla Land Elite? Because I'd love to make you Godzilla
well, here's
Land
the
Elite
thing.
this year.
Here's the thing. I am Godzilla Land Elite. I think
Oh.
I have.
Oh.
I think I have one of the bigger collections of Godzilla Land stuff because there's just not a ton, and you have to really search for it. There's a guy who does a YouTube channel called Monster Island Buddies, I think is what it's called, and he has an episode about Godzilla Land and all the merchandise, and he has 3 times as much stuff as I do. But even if you watch his video, he's like, "Hey, you just have to like you'll have no. There's nowhere where any of it is officially listed out. So you just have to like keep finding it. And you're like,
And,
oh,
like
I
new
guess
stuff
they made
pops
this
up
too.
that you didn't
Yeah.
know existed. Yeah.
And most of the stuff that I know exists because of him. So,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, 2025 is gonna be fucking lit.
dude, it is, man. I'm getting
Yeah.
Well, dude, those were some really nice pickups. By the way, lots of people watching tonight, so we appreciate
Lots of
all-
Kesha
in the
talk.
chat. So I just want to give
Loving
a
it.
shout out to Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin toying around. Hey,
Oh, what's
we
up, dude?
we don't have a giveaway tonight, but we will keep the giveaways coming throughout the year. What we would ask you to do, whether you're watching this live or after the fact, is just hit the like button. Helps us a lot. Tells YouTube that what we're doing is worth watching. Now,
Yeah.
whether or not it is, that's still up for debate, but I think it is. I'm having a hell of a great time. So we appreciate you guys being here. Okay, I'll run through these last couple pickups. Huge shout out to our man Jeremy at Four Horsemen. So Jeremy Gerard, he joined us a couple weeks ago. We did an introduction, a beginner's guide to Mythic Legions. Honestly, one of the most fun episodes we've ever done. I learned a lot.
Same.
I joined the Cabal. These people are way too nice. There is cult-like kindness going on in the Mythic Legions Cabal. And Jeremy was kind enough to send out a care package to all of us. Now, Jake, I've got mine and yours and Abby's here.
You made my decision for me.
Yeah, you said you wanted the skeletons.
Okay, I was just trying to start some drama. But
Okay,
yeah, that's what
but
I wanted the skeletons. Thank you.
Doles are already packed up in a box, and I don't want to spoil his giveaway. So there's more than this, but they was so generous. Now, listen, names of these characters are not on the package. I'm not going to pretend I know who they all are, but I'm just going to show you what we got. Actually, I do have fuck that. I actually made myself a
checklist.
Yeah,
You made a checklist.
Would you leave off it?
Huh?
Would you leave off the list?
The skeletons and Ryan stuff.
Oh.
Okay. So I don't know who is. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to read this because I not only now that I have the names, I'm like I can't even pronounce.
Do you want
these.
me to?
All right, here we go.
Are you gonna to read? They're toys.
Okay,
You
I'll
can't say the
I'll
name
read
of
you
a
the
toy?
list, but I don't know who's who. Lady Averona. Actually, I know who that is
Oh, I bet we could figure that one out.
because she's got
Wasn't the goblin?
lady stuff.
She's got lady stuff.
She's got some lady stuff going on.
She
Actually,
has a
I don't
mirror
know.
and a purse
Guys,
and a comb.
Fuck it. Lady Averona, Swig, Templar Relic Guard, and Valiant Knight are some of the figures we got. I'm not gonna let you guys bully me to not know.
You did great. Yeah.
So-
in the face of
Bullying you.
opposition,
We got
and
this
bullying.
one, which is amazing. Look at that. I opened
Ryan
one of the-
Brink
That's
says
cool.
the names are on the side.
Oh shit. Valiant Knight. Here he is.
Nice.
Valiant Knight.
He's got a Christmas Carol named after him.
Guys, I was so entrenched and mesmerized by the front of the box. I never even thought to look at the side of the box. All right, here we
That's
go.
where all the good stuff is. Yeah.
Valiant Knight.
I like how you just put them up and you don't have to worry about it. Highly articulated. He's got you covered.
Thank you, Hailey. Interesting first name, Mr. Articulated.
10
Tibius.
people, dude. The name are on the side.
Tibius.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
let me
mine.
Hand them
That's
to
a
me.
Walsh.
There's an entire.
That's
a Walsh.
That's
Bio,
for
yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
Just hand it over to Jacob to the screen, please.
Here's all the Mythic Legions collectors going, wow, they don't deserve free toys. Here's Swig. This is an awesome figure.
That is.
That's
toy.
cool.
That is Swig.
Yeah. There's
Abigail.
very nice bios all on the side that
Still
Craig
going.
could read at some point.
I can fucking read. This is a deluxe skeleton Legion builder. Also, Mr. Walsh.
I'll take it.
That's an
Nice.
awesome
That is such
figure.
a good toy.
Mhm.
And then we also have, there it is, Lady Averona right there.
There you go.
That's a
awesome.
sick figure. Let me see that.
Okay.
Look at that weapon she comes with, man. Hang on. Put that back on the big one. Sorry, Abby.
Yeah. No,
Unless we
I'll
wanna
put it.
make Abby big.
Yeah.
for a hot
Yeah.
minute.
That's
Look
cool.
at that. She could like hook somebody around the neck and just cleanly cut that head right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sick ass figure.
Hey, I'm going to say something from Caleb Brown. Yo, Craig, you did good naming all those Mythic Legions. Some of those names are a mouthful. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you did good, Craig.
It's very cool.
2024, the year of supporting Leo.
Hey, Leo, learn to read, you piece of shit. Okay.
I do remember Raphael saying that.
Yeah,
that was dead flips now. You fucking assholes. Okay. Last thing. Made a little purchase from our good friend at Proton Charging, the one and only Chris Stewart in Canada. Long time.
my neighbor.
Ryan's neighbor, who has been just getting rid of all of his Ghostbusters stuff. I think he's not. I don't know if he's a fan anymore. No, he just has
He
too
hates
much
it.
of it. Too much of it. And these are two figures that I've always wanted, and they got really expensive in the last 15 years. Okay. So here they are. 2004 NECA Ghostbusters, Vince Clortho and Zool, Terror Dogs. He gave me an amazing deal on them. So amazing, I still haven't paid him.
I
But
thought he was sending you those for me.
no.
I thought that was mine. Yeah. I think
Now-
he might have messed up.
Oh,
Jacob-
I'll talk to. Hey, Jacob, don't worry. I'll talk to Chris.
Clearly kidding.
Now, I've never had any of the 2004 NECA stuff. It's a
Yeah.
very short-lived line, but really great stuff. And somebody in the chat earlier was talking about the Stay Puft. Like, this stuff is not it's not like so rare you can't find it, but it's
expensive.
It's expensive. So really good sculpts. I hope that the batteries still work in these things so we can get these light up eyes. Definitely the best articulated, action figure form Terror Dogs. I know
Wait,
yeah,
this
out
came
of all two articulated Terror Dogs that have ever come out, it's the
Hey.
best.
It's the best around.
Craig, did you
Okay.
say that came out 2004?
2004. We're almost 20-year
20
anniversary.
years. 20 years.
Short-lived
NECA
line.
Ghostbusters.
There's a Slimer, Gozer, Stay Puft, and these guys, and then of course the dancing Slimer, which I've told the story before.
Mhm.
Abigail,
Raven's Flock.
I famously bought a NECA dancing Slimer from Raven, WCW and ECW legend Raven at a
Hardcore
toy show.
champion.
At a toy show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall why. Like, he was a guest of the show, but brought a bunch of stuff to sell, including like clothes.
A guest
and toys.
/ dealer. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Did you tell him how good his match was in WrestleMania 17 against Kane and the Big Show?
No, but I did tell him how good his match was at Uncensored 1998, a triple threat with DDP and Chris Benoit.
Man, is Raven the greatest triple threat wrestler of all time?
He's great. He's awesome.
Could be.
He's really awesome. Okay, here we go. A couple things going on. And then we'll.
What about Raven, Craig?
What about me? What about Stay Puft?
Yeah.
Breezy asks, how rare is Stay Puft? I don't think I could call him rare because you do see him at toy shows and stuff like that, but it's not exceptionally common. And you might have to pay, if he's in package, I think that's like $150, $200, something like that. So
he's
big.
Isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
He's like 12, 13.
He's a sailor.
It's a weird sculpt. It's famously in 40-Year-Old Virgin, the only Ghostbusters toy he had was a NECA Stay Puft.
Yeah.
Well, that we saw on screen.
It's not a good
Well, that
sculpt.
should tell you everything.
It's not a good toy.
Yeah.
It's not as good as these. It's not as good. The Slimer's pretty good. I like
The Slimer's pretty. Well, the rest of them are pretty good. Stay Puft's
the
worst.
Gozer's good.
The Stay Puft's the worst Stay Puft that exists.
Let's go through the chat, then we're going to move on. Johnny Cock, I want Mondo to make Terror Dog Safubi. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would love some Ghostbusters Safubi.
Yep.
Tony says, I have the Stay Puft and Slimer, one Terror Dog out of the package. My Gozer broke years ago. So sad. That is sad.
Oh,
Sorry.
that is sad.
And let's say, a dude says, stupid question. I should know by now.
Dude.
Did they ever release a Dana fridge with Gozer Temple Terror Dog toy?
Oh, that seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that'd be
that
fun
would
to
be
have
neat.
a fridge that
The
just
answer
opens
is
up
no,
and
yeah.
it lights
Yeah,
up.
they
and
haven't
it's-
done that.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
No one's done that. Someone do that,
Someone make a fridge.
Yeah.
please.
We know you're listening. Make us a fridge.
Caleb,
That's
Selena,
what
is
the
this the
GB. That's what the
You want a
Ghostbusters
fridge?
community wants. A
Hold on.
refrigerator.
Caleb says, I'm impressed at Craig's wrestling knowledge. Thank you very much. Ryan, we're both pretty good. We could probably have a wrestling podcast.
We could probably have a wrestling podcast and
if there was
sound
more
like,
days in the week.
Yeah, we'd probably sound like we're backstage all the time.
And then Derek Hoover says, 40-Year-Old Virgin also showcased Marvel Legends Elektra. That was not great. This would be a fun bonus episode. We review Steve Carell's collection from 40-year-old virgin.
Like frame by frame. Let's
Yeah.
do
Then we
that.
actually go through how many of us had that.
We could do that.
That'd be fun.
I think that's fun. Yeah.
And then when that evil
Next week's
woman
episode.
makes him choose between toys and love.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I was so
Can't
mad
have
about it.
both.
Is
Can't
that
have
how it
both.
goes? She's like, you can't.
She convinces him to
Nope.
sell it so he can open up his own electronics store. Great move considering Best Buy
that's not
doesn't
ve-
even have physical media anymore.
Yeah. Also,
Toys
she didn't-
still
She
exist.
ran an eBay store, so
No, she sold.
She
things
sold
like
his
that.
collection.
And she had a physical store that Jonah Hill didn't understand. I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would die a virgin before I let someone sell my collection.
Yeah, I don't like the moral of that movie anymore.
That's
Best-
the moral of that movie.
Best
Yeah.
quote of 2024 already.
Keep your collection, lose your virginity.
Yeah.
Not that there's
By
anything
the
wrong
way,
with
for
that.
all of you wondering, the four of us are still virgins.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
15 years together, still virgins.
Yeah.
still a virgin, right?
Mhm.
Well,
That's impressive.
I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to start.
Well, you buy toys.
I know how to drive.
What am I supposed to do? All right, here we go.
Is that a calico critter in your pants?
Let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about this upcoming year in toys. Let's talk about the Ghostbusters stuff, and then we'll kind of the question I want to post to the chat and everybody here, all 275 people watching right now. Where are we with collecting in 2024? What do we think about the current state of modern toys? What are our focuses? This can be a loose chat, but I know I've got some pretty strong opinions on what's going on, but we should acknowledge the Ghostbusters stuff first, which is the first toy release of 2024 that I'm really excited about. So, does that sound okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
All right, cool. Yes. Okay, so even though none of this has been officially announced by Hasbro yet, we try not to we try to wait until this stuff gets announced before we cover it, but Target has it. The stuff's going to pop up this week, so it would be weird if we didn't talk about the new Frozen Empire toys. So, Jake, let's start this off. We've got the Ghostbusters Track and Trap Ecto 1. This does seem to be this is a re-release
Yeah,
of the Afterlife Ecto 1
it is.
with some it's got the red
The new
stripes,
red stripes. Yeah.
which is cool.
Mhm.
We've got an Ecto drone or a trap drone on the top. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Thanks,
And,
Target.
We've got a Slimer here. So
Slimer.
Might
Jacob,
be the
what-
best Slimer they've ever made.
it's
It's
pretty
a
cool.
great. It's a
Great
great
Slimer.
Slimer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's honestly awesome.
Very good likeness on Slimer. I like it.
But he's
Uh,
squishy. I don't think you can display him like that.
Mhm. Coming from a Slimer consultant such as Jacob Walsh, that's
Yeah.
saying a
He's
lot.
a connoisseur. What do you call those
Mhm.
people that are like good with cheeses and shit?
Yeah. Like the way
Good-
people do like
good with
wine
cheeses?
tastings or
sommelier?
whatever.
Yeah,
Slimer
like,
taster.
like a sommelier or something.
Sommelier. I don't know what that
A
term.
sommelier.
Someone who does that
someone
with
in the chat with
cheeses.
some class.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
absolutely love somebody who's good with cheeses.
A
That's just a-
slimier.
Yeah, that's what Jacob is. He's the Slimer of the people that are good with cheeses.
Yeah, that's
Um,
me.
But Jacob,
My official title.
You
I-
should. Yeah. That's
I want
good.
to say I want to give a compliment to Jacob Walsh. I
Thank you.
depend on his analysis of these types of action figures, like kids focused lines. I feel like I used to not appreciate them as much. I remember in 2016, like with the remember the Slimer, you could pull his tongue.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw that, I was like, who cares? And Jacob was like, no, this is cool. And here's all the reasons why it's cool. And I started appreciating things like that even more. So
Because that was back when you were firmly a Black Series lover and you really loved everything to look identical and drab and uncanny. You didn't like color in your toys.
no.
Yeah.
Or,
How many?
Jacob, what do you think of this thing? Let's look at the box art too here.
I mean, the art's great. I mean, on one hand, you're like, okay, I already have this. The upgrades to it are small, upgrades.
Sure.
But I don't care because it's an Ecto 1 and I want all different versions of the Ecto 1. It comes with a Slimer, so we know Slimer's back. And even though our glimpses of Slimer so far have been kind of, there's the picture of him on the on the standee, which is not the greatest photo to go by, but
Sure.
seeing these toys, it's like, well, it looks like our Slimer looks like Slimer again.
Right.
So I'm excited. This looks fun. I like all these things. I like all these toys coming out.
I just noticed this for the first time, but the back of the box has a little cutout like Ghostbusters ID card.
I'm all
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in my
Put that in my
wallet.
wallet. Yeah.
Oh,
You and me both.
yeah, baby.
Oh, us. Oh, each other.
Ryan, what do you think?
I think this is super fun and super cute. I know it is because it is just a repaint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From the
it's-
other
it's-
one?
Much, yeah.
It's
So it's got
almost
the extra gimmicks. I like, and again, we'll get into the other figures, I'm sure. But these like stretchy ghosts that they all come with
yeah.
have been my favorite. I wasn't gonna buy these toys, but the packaging and these ghosts, I'm like, I guess I'm gonna need them.
I'm so mad they hired
yeah.
this kid and not me to do this.
Kid's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah,
It's
but
doing great.
he's
Sorry,
doing
Craig.
great. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
That
awesome.
Kid's gonna
I
get
suck.
invited onto set next.
Must be nice.
To get another one to keep in the box.
Yeah.
Because they don't take up that much space. So this is really cool. Abigail, anything else before we move on to the next one?
I'm more than anything, I'm happy that Jacob is happy. I love this Slimer, and I think that the packaging is really cool. I think that the little cutout piece on the back, the ID card or whatever, is an awesome touch. And I saw people in the chat saying that you should laminate that, and that's a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to buy multiples of this too, because if you're damaging the box, you're gonna have to keep one in package. So
I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to buy, listen, I'm going to buy 10 of these. Look how good that firehouse looks on the back of it. It's amazing.
The art's really good on the package too. I
It's
wanna
really cool.
point.
Very exciting.
Okay, so next up we have I don't know why it's labeled the Ghostbusters Paranormal Discovery Pack, because this looks like Slimer to me. So there's some sort of mislabeling. But this is the like talking Slimer, right? 40 sounds. Trying to get there it is. Jake, I'll start with you. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks great. I'm all for every Slimer that exists. So this is fun. It just looks like Slimer. It looks like, does he come with accessories? Because his hand looks like it's shaped to be holding something, but I didn't see his right hand.
Yeah, we
It's like,
see.
we
looks
see
like he's holding
We
something
see.
with that hand,
Honestly,
and I don't.
Yeah, a submarine sandwich.
No,
It's for me. It's
No,
it's like it's,
it looks like, hold on, let me get a bigger picture because I'll tell you what it actually kind of looks like. It looks like he's doing a YouTube thumbnail where he's holding something going, you won't believe this. Like, that's what I'm going to do with mine.
Yeah, maybe a
Me
soda.
too.
Maybe a can of soda.
So anyways,
That's cool. That's fun.
so what was the price on this thing? If this is, so $30.
Oh, that's overpriced. But
Talking,
I'm
well,
still buying
no, look.
Oh, look how
hold
big
on.
he is. He's like the size of that kid's head.
There you go.
it. Yeah, kids are little.
That kid's really small.
He's not really holding that. It's Photoshop. It's this big. It's this big. The whole thing.
I'm trying to look at the back. It's like it shows what sounds it makes, and it says "yarg,"
Burp.
burp. I thought that said Bill Burr at first, but it says burp.
It does a Bill Burr impression.
Rar. This is fun. I can't wait to hear it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be awesome.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be good.
Mhm.
Oh, and then you could like smash them
Oh,
down.
no.
That's
I would
cool.
never do that to Slime.
Smash.
Smashable? That's I like that.
Smashable. Holdable. If it's like Chris Farley, he could love it.
It's my pet.
You
You know,
pet
cat is.
Okay, and then the third one that made it to the Target website is a role play item. Ghostbusters Zap and Blast Proton Toy Blaster. Now, I don't know if this is a.
You can hook this up to your HasLab.
People will.
I'm sure someone will. Does this look to be like a repaint of the mod one they put out last time?
I think so, but I don't remember if
I like
there's
the
any. If there's any.
Yeah.
It sort of looks like it might be bigger than that mod wand, but I
Yeah.
don't. But I don't know.
and it comes it's black with the caution striping, so looks more like what you would get in the movie.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
need it, but I'm gonna buy it if I see
Yeah,
it.
it's got
so.
it's got a Ghostbusters logo on it. I'll probably buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. So
Hey, also, it has a cutout of Zedamore's key card. Look,
Ooh, that's cool.
See?
Okay.
Zoom in, Craig.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom even more.
Come on.
Oh boy, that
Oh,
didn't work.
Craig.
I hit the
Alright.
Command plus,
Alright.
and it's gone
Never
haywire.
mind.
So,
know what?
anyways,
Control
Thanks
V.
for trying, Craig.
I tried. So, lots of cool stuff. So, let us know in the chat what you guys think of some of this stuff.
Mhm.
And
They're saying it's definitely a repaint. So,
okay, definitely repaint. I definitely think I'm going to be getting to Target this weekend. And
Yeah, because it's hitting now.
they said they
Mhm.
told me it's hitting on the 6th. The website has it, so
Well, it's the 2nd.
we got a
Yeah,
couple
they're almost
days.
there.
Alright, it's January 6th. Big day. Big day this year.
For Ghostbusters toys, yes.
We're gonna reclaim it. We're reclaiming January 6th as a great day in American history.
Storm the
When the
Target.
Ghostbusters toys hit Target.
Yep. Yep.
Storm the Targets January 6th, folks. Get your
Storm- did you say
Ghostbusters
big
Frozen
day.
Empire.
Storm the Targets and politely ask for Ghostbusters toys and buy the toys. That is it.
Stock
Totally.
the
We're
shelves.
not doing it.
Stock the shelves. Stock the shelves.
Not again. Okay. It's all in good fun. Let's okay. Craig Factor, yes. Let's talk about should we take an intermission?
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hang on. Are we not looking at the figures, or did you guys already do that on radio, or what's
No.
happening?
No.
No,
We're just-
I guess we can. We can look at the.
Well,
the
if you're
actual figure.
uncomfortable doing it for,
No. We can. I just got to find them. How about this?
if you don't have them ready, save them for Friday or whatever you guys do.
No, it's fine. We should talk about the figures too. We really should. But I just got to find. I know they were posted everywhere under the sun, but I don't have them at the ready. But that's okay.
Oh, that's
But regardless, I do want to. The one thing I'll say about them, I just like the Slimer with the Ecto one. I love the ghosts the companion ghosts for this
Sure.
line.
Too. Me too.
Sure.
The gimmicks to me are kind of like they're fun if I was a kid, but as someone who wants just the ghosts on their shelves, that's a no-go. But I love the packaging, the bright colored slime, the blue with the blue. I think all that stuff is beautiful. I'm going to assume everyone in the chat and watching on the replay has seen them, because if you haven't, where have you been? But they're great. Go ahead, Craig. Davey Southern.
Hold on. What did Davey say? $4.99? I can't even read it.
He said, "I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Craig still trying to make a move years later. Each night is a new toy line. So you want to test my articulation?"
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we're still on it. We're still on it.
We're still on it.
That's
yeah.
fine. I like that. I like that.
Well, he said that a while back. And
Okay,
just
we
kinda-
missed it.
We
We
missed it.
We were zooming in on Slimer.
So this was shared by the Austin Ghostbusters, who found all of these in store. We'll give them credit.
What? Asa 316 says, "I just found your toys."
That's a funny shirt. Okay, so let's look at these guys. These are the 4 Ghostbusters, the family. I'm not looking at the chat, so am I missing something good?
No, I was just looking at the weird picture
Yeah, I
on
was
the
like-
actual
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
thing there.
People are so weird. Come on. All right, so we've got Phoebe Spangler here with I think at the back of the box says the name of the ghost is Bonesy. So
Bonesy. Cool.
these are the
Original name.
Ecto Stretch ghosts. Phoebe, this is not a straight re-release. It looks like a new head sculpt, and
This is a different toy. Yeah.
Phoebe's taller. I really like I think the packaging upgrades are great.
Yeah.
A good first date always excellent at Ecto Stretch.
What? Say it again.
Nothing? Never mind. You'll have to timestamp that
Very
later.
cool figure.
Jesus fucking Christ! You guys.
I was laughing because I think I realized what that picture was. You said that they made her taller, and I think they made her taller only by just making her neck longer.
her neck longer. Oh, okay. No, maybe.
That neck is pretty long.
Yeah.
So
So
again,
let's-
this packaging rules. I like
Yeah.
these.
The
we've
toys
got
are
the
Yeah.
Trevor figure here, which comes with, I think it's probably the same Slimer that comes with the Ecto,
Yeah.
and that is looks like to be a re-release of the Trevor figure from Afterlife. And then next up we've got Gary Gruberson, first Paul Rudd Ghostbusters action figure,
Mhm.
with a we won't do any spoilers on the name of the ghost, but if you look up the back of the box, you'll find that. And lastly,
I want that one. I want
we
this
have
one too.
Callie. Got pink slime on there.
Yep.
Very
Carrie
cool.
Coon
Mhm.
with some sort of bag ghost, a ghost bag.
Mhm.
Abby, what do you think of this one?
I love that ghost. I love the color on the
Mhm.
packaging, and I love Carrie Coon and her character from Ghostbusters Afterlife. Callie is just so cool. I'm excited to see her like busting ghosts as she is here on the cover of this package.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like how they did the nameplate on the license plate. I think that's really really
Yeah,
cool.
I dig
Good
that
touch.
too. Yeah, these are
Shout-
just great. These are great packaging designs. If there's one thing they killed it with this toy line, it's the packaging.
Yep.
Mhm.
Definitely a contender for the 2025 Nicest
Mhm.
Package Awards.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Good plug for the Jeffries coming up in about a month. So listen, we're gonna be covering Ghostbusters stuff nonstop for the rest of our lives, but the next couple months specifically. So we'll have a lot more coverage on Toy Anxiety and YHS of all the toys as they roll out. And once we get them in hand, we'll be able to have. I like getting the stuff. I don't necessarily love just like every one person finds it, everybody posts it. I get it, they're out there, but I want to get it in hand.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You will. You
And no,
always
we're
do.
tactile. Yeah, we need it.
We need it.
Mhm.
So, anyways, okay. So moving along here, let's talk about this year, this upcoming year, 2024. I think we're seeing monumental shifts in the toy industry. I think Hasbro is in a very interesting position. They are laying people off, which everybody saw before Christmas, which was horrible. I don't think their licensed brands are doing as well as they would want them to be. If you read like their financial reports, you got all these independent toy companies making really incredible product. It's just like Mattel is doing good, but they had a couple failed
Creations.
Mattel Creations crowdfunds this year. So it's just like, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around what's going on. So, but what I wanted to kind of post to everybody is Ryan, where are you at with toys? What are your collecting goals this year? And how do you think the industry is going to shift this year?
I don't know how it's going to shift because I still feel like we're starting to see. We haven't really felt the repercussions yet from all these layoffs, but we've already. It's all the stuff we could complain about Star Wars all day long about how like things aren't coming out at a quick enough time, and the amount of repaints, all that kind of stuff. To me, I feel like Marvel Legends is still killing it. Shill Award for Ryan Dole on Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Again, because I'm not getting in. The Classified always seems to be putting out new stuff, and their HasLab seem to be successful.
Sure.
So it's like, to me, I'm not really seeing the signs. Like someone can sit there and read me a report saying, well, this thing did better than this thing, and therefore these are failing. We could say that, but we don't really know if that means failing or not. Like,
Sure.
because I don't know how the ins and outs of a toy or a major toy company works, let alone a toy company to necessitate an entire chart. Right. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard for me to really say what's going to happen with the toy industry, other than I still think next year, I think independent toys are still going to thrive
Sure.
next year.
Mhm.
Like with AWOC and Four Horsemen and Mondo and Super 7 and NECA, even though Super 7 and NECA and Mondo, like NECA's owned by, or Mondo's owned by Funko,
Sure.
right? But I still feel like they're smaller boutique toy companies. I just feel like those companies and these new ones coming up with all these like Dragonors and all this stuff, I think they're still going to thrive going into next year.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think
Interesting.
Playmates is going to thrive as well next year with the Ninja Turtle TV series coming out and more toys coming out with that toy line
Yeah.
as well, which was also, looks to me pretty successful because they sold a lot of toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were at Toy Fair, they were like, this is the Playmates. What they did with Ninja Turtles last year was incredible.
Mhm. Mhm.
They made a lot of money. Yeah. Jada coming up strong. I think I'll let everybody kind of speak. I feel like there's a couple companies to watch out this year for that really impressed me last year. Jada, one of them. Definitely Mondo. I mean, listen, are we a little biased? No,
Oh,
we're
dude.
not. at all.
100%. You
I
give
think,
me attention, I will give you love. I'm like a golden retriever.
I would argue that if you go way back into the YHS catalog, the history of our oldest episodes are Jake and Craig and I talking about how much we love Mondo.
we've always been a
Like
fan
it's
of the
all
company,
it's
yeah.
there. Yeah, we've always loved.
But
the
I
stuff
think
they
what
put
they're
out.
like, what I think what Mondo is currently doing with their Hot Toys style scale, the 1/6 scale, X-Men and Batman the animated series. I mean, I don't own any of that right now, but I think about it a lot. And I want to have a Batman animated series representation in my toy room. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to be looking at Mondo, right? I want a premium collectible with that kind of likeness, and
Mhm.
those guys are killing it.
Yeah, and while you're talking about like the bigger companies doing layoffs, that sucks. Like very hard for those who are affected by it.
It's gonna
But
hurt morale at the company too, right? Like
Right.
it's
yeah, but more power to the smaller companies, the boutique and unique companies that are doing
Boutique and
their own
unique.
thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
And also power to the people that are like the guys, the designers and all that, and the artists that are still working at like Hasbro and stuff, because at the end of the day, they may work for a major corporation. I know I do. And at the end of the day, we all want to also put out the best product, the coolest product that we possibly can, that we are allowed
Sure.
well. So, I mean,
Jacob, I want to get your thoughts on some of this stuff. Do you have any kind of
Well, my first instinct when you said that was to just dive right into the speech whenever they ask Alan Grant what he thinks, and he's like, "Well, the world moves so fast, and we're all just trying to catch up."
I mean,
Sounds like you're doing it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like what Ryan is saying, it is hard. You see a lot of people say that the bubble is bursting on, the toy industry, and that might be
Craig
true,
says
but
that
it
all
is
the time.
Craig does say that sometimes, but I'm not saying that I don't agree with that, but it is hard when you don't have like the hard data in front of your face and the numbers, because someone might, say, that toys are doing really well over here, and then someone over here is saying that they're doing really bad, and people just want to like chase the headlines. So it doesn't,
sure, that's fair.
but it does feel a little stagnant to me. And it does feel like, I mean, we've all four of us had conversations about going to Targets or Walmarts recently and just being like, fuck this, like this, fuck all of this, it's like, and I think part of the reason, and I'm not saying that like, that Hasbro's not putting out some great stuff and that Marvel's not putting out some, good stuff. But like my two favorite things in the world, other than, Ghostbusters, which we just talked about, are Jurassic Park and Godzilla. And they're in the stores right now. And I hate all of it. Like it all sucks. And it's partly because toys, they've been doing the same thing for so long. Like the Jurassic Park figures have been the same for so long. The Godzilla versus Kong toys that are about to come out are just repaints from the last movie, which are repaints from the movie before that, which are repaints for the movie before that. Like Marvel Legends is great, but it's just some of the same. It's like you feel stagnant, and that's why we're moving towards stuff like Mondo, where they're doing Safubi versions of weird things, or 12-inch versions of the X-Men, which we've never had to that degree before. So it just feels like everything's like stuck in a, like they figured out what has worked for them, and it's just not, there's no movement, and it's
in MCU phase
boring.
4 of toy collecting.
That's it. It's becoming boring. Yeah.
So I wanted to go for it, Abby.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. It's like that dystopic. I think is it Apple that had the big commercial in the 80s where like everyone's doing the same thing and then someone runs in and like smashes the hammer. I don't know.
Go for it.
I just feel like that's what Jacob's saying. It's like everything is just kind of like ho hum, running by the standard. We've been doing this for so long that we don't need to like reimagine it. But I think that it would be really nice to see some imagination. brought into new toy lines in the way that you see it with like Mondo or Super 7 or some of these smaller companies where it's like we just do whatever the fuck we want and it's awesome.
Hold on. Secret
Ridley
Galaxy.
Scott's
This is a
Apple commercial.
There you go. I didn't know Ridley Scott was making Apple.
Also, thanks, dude. That's who told me. Yeah.
Secret Galaxy. Got to draw a distinction between the toy industry, which is doing fine, and the action figure industry, which dies with this generation. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thanks.
Hey,
Thanks, Dan.
he's not
right.
wrong.
He
He's
Yeah.
not
knows
wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy knows his stuff.
So
yeah, he's right.
I was just combing through the Q3 Hasbro report that, you know, we focus on Hasbro, not to pick on them. Hasbro is the biggest toy company in the world, right? So they are, if
One
you
of
want to
them,
look, no, they're the biggest toy company in the world. They are.
okay.
They just are. No, they just are. Like in Mattel, it's like 1A and 1B. But I think Hasbro has overtaken Mattel over the last couple of years. I could be dead wrong, but if you look at the trends of the industry, you have to look at what, you know, Hasbro is a publicly traded company, which means they have to, like, private companies don't have to release their financials. So McFarlane could be losing $50 million a year, but they don't have to talk about it. And he could be like, it doesn't matter to me. I still want to run this company. But when it's a publicly traded company, they have to report to stockholders. Yeah, Ryan, we go through this
Investors
with
and all
WWE
that stuff.
and all
Yep.
that. So when a company puts out a financial report, they highlight the strengths of the company and don't spend a lot of time highlighting the weaknesses, because even if something's bad, they kind of have to make it sound better than it is. So if you look at the last report from Hasbro, overall revenue in Q3 for Hasbro declined 10%. There was a significant growth in Wizard of the Coast and digital gaming, not able to offset declines in consumer products and entertainment. Entertainment down 42%, consumer products down 18%. They specifically later on mentioned softer category trends in licenses and action figures. So basically, and it's not that hard to figure out. Look at last year. Dungeons and Dragons. Doesn't matter how many people thought that movie was great. Those toys bombed. Indiana Jones, even if you think Dial of Destiny was one of the greatest movies you've ever seen, that was not a successful toy line.
That's still like, but the same thing happened during Crystal Skull as well, where I don't know, like, because those toys ended up in the discount bin pretty quick.
Sure.
But it's weird to me because Indiana Jones seems like such a toyetic franchise.
Yeah.
I don't think
But-
Crystal Skull is pre-Disney, which might have a factor of something. I don't know. I just wanted to say it. I wanted to say I knew a fact.
Whoa.
Line tanked. That's a
It's
fact.
Disney, but it's also during Toys R Us as well. So
That was
more
before
just-
Mickey Mouse was in the public domain. Right.
Before yesterday. That's a good point, Ryan. I think I just don't know if kids care about Indiana Jones.
That's what Toilet said. Oh, whoops. Kids just don't care about any of this stuff.
And it's true.
I had this pulled up just because this is kind of what I was saying. Have sales really declined, or are they just returning back to normal? I don't know. It's hard. Like
Right. It's
without
all
the
anecdotal.
numbers
Mhm.
and data. Who
Mhm.
knows? Yeah.
Like anecdotally, listen, we live in Metro Atlanta, which is one of the biggest cities in the country. There's 10, 20, 30 Targets and Walmart. So I can make an anecdotal assumption that Marvel Legends seems to do pretty well. You can't find any of the No Way Home line, all gone. All the last 5 waves at all the Targets, all gone. Classifieds, not as good, but it's a Hasbro owned brand. Tons of accessories. They pay no licensing fee, but it's peg warming a little bit. Indiana Jones, peg warmer central. Star Wars, all peg warmer.
Is it
Vintage
all
collect-
peg warmer, or is it just certain things?
Right now, the Ahsoka wave of Black Series, I could go buy the entire wave right now at 12 different Targets. That's not what it was like 5 years ago. After Force Awakens came out, you couldn't find a Black Series figure in Target. That's right when I started collecting it. Had a Target gift card, went the day after Christmas, nothing. So something's changed over the last 7-8 years.
You
Oh,
tried to
it's
go buy a toy the day after Christmas. That's what you're gonna base.
That's what I'm
believe,
basing-
Shelves-
can you
shelves
believe
are empty.
The shelves
It's
are empty
empty.
the day after Christmas.
Shelves are empty. December 26th, folks.
Now, hey,
Can you believe it?
day after Christmas, there was plenty of Star Wars available at Target. And I love Star Wars. I'm not trying to pick on Star Wars. I'm just saying what I see. What did Secret Galaxy say here?
It made me laugh. The only way any kid is going to care about Indiana Jones is if he's flossing because he just killed an Ewok in Fortnite. And that is so
Flossing
true.
his teeth.
No, it's like a dance. It's like a reaction,
Ugh,
an emote.
okay.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, this is one of our largest viewing audiences we've had maybe ever. So thank you guys for being here. I think
Yeah,
people want this
for hanging
discussion.
out.
Yeah, let's start a gaming channel. We can all play Fortnite together.
And Jason, you make a good point. The Force Awakens was 8 years ago. So something is changing.
Yeah.
There has been an
Awakening.
Have you felt it?
Hey, I felt something this week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys announced that they're going to be part of the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace.
There you go. Someone's
for this
got it.
year.
Damn.
Somebody's got to put out.
Somebody's got to do
toys.
it. So
Yeah.
here, hang on. I'm just going to throw it. I know this is kind of derailing it, but I just want to throw out this prediction.
Yeah, go for it.
Mhm.
Queen Amidala Hot Toys 2024.
Yeah.
Dude, with
What's
an
happening?
armory like Bruce Wayne with
Fuck.
all of her dress.
Yeah,
I
all
wanna
the
see that.
alternates. Oh,
Giant
my God.
headpiece.
Mhm.
That would actually be really cool if they
Would
did
be
all
cool.
the different.
Yeah.
Brock
Mhm.
Parker.
They should
I
just
like-
do the Padme collection and just do all her outfits from every film, including
do it,
Prager
yeah.
McDead's.
Yeah.
Brock
Right?
Parker. My daughter asked if it would bother me if I sell hold on. My daughter asked if it would bother me for her to sell my toys after I die. I guess I'll be selling them beforehand to just leave them cash.
Jesus.
Getting dark, but
Wow.
hey, that's nice of you to sell it.
Mortality.
Can't take them with you. Buy them now, folks.
You know what, Brock? F with your kids. Get yourself buried with them.
Hey, that's fun.
Davey
Just dare 'em.
So we also should remember that all these things we're talking about, the original concept of all these action figure lines was to market the product it represented, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was an animated series or a movie or whatever. Davey, not only that, but toy sales are directly related to popular media. Kids don't watch Andor and didn't care about Dial of Destiny. Hey, listen, you're probably right about both.
The
of
kids
those
don't like
things.
Archimedes?
Well, I don't even think Andor was targeted towards kids, which is why you only get like a
Yeah, a
like, that's
war
why you got, like,
espionage story.
Black series for those. Then you got like a couple TVCs to keep dudes like me at bay.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. No,
So
what you're
here's-
gonna get is nubs from
Jessica, our
Young
collection is
Jedi.
their state sale. Yeah. And listen, Dan, I actually really value Dan Larson's opinion. That's not a hot take. He's
Yeah.
a leader in
I
our.
think
He's
lot of
on the
people do.
History Channel talking about toys for a reason.
I know.
He's
Well, it's because he was
Leonardo's
on the Jeffries
Leonardo.
last year.
yeah. He's our Leonardo.
And then he went to the History Channel. So
Actually, he's our Master Splinter.
he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Um,
is true. Do you guys ever think what would happen if Toy Galaxy wasn't here? Secret Galaxy wasn't here.
Dan Larson wasn't here. You ever think about that? Mike Jones was like, huh? Pizza guy's got 10 seconds.
Dude's got 30 seconds.
But I think though that there's something to be said. I completely lost my fucking train of thought. What were we talking about? Toys?
Yeah, sorry before all
We're
that
talking
happened.
about Andor and
Fun.
toys and
Well, I was
Leonardo.
thinking about the way that toys are marketed, and I was thinking about the fact that here's what it was. Maybe Dan could speak to this because I don't want to speak too out of turn, but I know that the lifeblood of a company like Hasbro or Mattel is the major retailers making purchases, right? If Walmart or Target decides we're no longer interested in Marvel Legends might go away. I don't think that's going to happen, but I could see it happening with other brands. I could see it maybe even happening with Star Wars. So I wonder Ryan, we were talking about this earlier. Obviously, Star Wars is a huge IP. It's a major license. There's still a lot of cachet, a lot of value there. Could we see collector lines like Vintage Collection, like the Black Series, like Marvel Legends even, eventually just become internet-only direct-to-consumer lines? Because they're not moving. Collectors still want them, but they're not moving in the toy aisles the way they used to. Something will shift eventually.
well, they got expensive.
Mhm.
So that's one
Fair.
reason why they're not moving. Things across the board have gotten more expensive. People have less spending money. So the first thing to go is usually going to be frivolous
Series.
things like toys. And it's going to be,
Mhm.
yeah, It's
Well, I
gonna be
wonder
the
if waves will get cut in half. So like I feel like there's so many toys. Like I wonder if what's usually a wave of 6 every couple of months would turn into like a wave of 3. Like they're just
That'll be the
produced
first thing.
less.
You're going to see less produced across the board this year into next year. 100%.
Yeah,
Hmm.
someone in the chat was saying that I need purple lighting to look like Donatello, and I agree.
There you go.
Give me that bisexual lighting.
All right, you and Donatello
Yeah, that's
living
why
out.
everyone likes Donatello.
That's why. He does machines.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Jacob, I agree with you. I think we will see less figures, less often.
To me, that seems like the first move. You know, like that's like, well, maybe we're making too many. Let's scale it down and see what the numbers show then. And then, you know, if it picks up, you could pick production back up. If not, then maybe they go just to online sales.
Mhm.
Right. Well, it's interesting too, because when you look at his company like Hot Toys that has online distribution through Sideshow, etc., Mondo is direct to consumer, Super 7 and NECA, it's a mix of retail and direct to consumer. I don't know where the future is. I know that it takes about a year to 2 years to really start seeing change, right? So like middle of COVID, during that bubble, it seemed like everybody in the world was collecting toys. Same thing happened in sports cards. You could not find sports cards in a Walmart or Target. People were like literally shooting each other in the Target parking lot over sports cards.
Mhm.
Now,
America.
because in America, you got to get your
Mhm.
sports cards. Nothing else to do in COVID.
Gotta get your Pokemon Happy Meals.
Got to get your Pokemons and your Bareness with a cycle. But that's all
We
come
go
down.
hard.
That industry's not falling apart, but it's coming back. The bubble popped.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Any other comments on this?
No.
All right.
No, I'm still interested to see what this year is going to bring. I feel like we're not going to really feel it until the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I really think. I think Star Wars is in trouble across the board. Ryan, I know it breaks your heart. Dan, maybe we'll have a follow-up. If you want to join us on another episode in a couple of weeks, we'll break this down even further. This is a little taste, a little tease. If Dan wants to join us, because I think he could offer incredible insight. I have a strong psychic belief.
I was like, I know where this is going.
No, I just think that we're
That
going to
the
see.
toy industry will end
No, it will not
on
end.
February 14th,
14th.
2024.
Jeffries.
We're gonna tear down the toy industry,
With our Jason masks on Tuesday the 13th.
slashing the industry.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars as a brand, and it breaks my heart, overall is in trouble. It just is. You can't deny. They're announcing movies that never happen. They're announcing shows that never happen. The shows that come out are up and down and all over the place. Like and if the IP is all over the place, it's really hard to get the toys in order. Especially, and the one thing I haven't talked about, everyone's been talking about the whole time, is just how expensive everything is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's expensive
Sucks.
Mhm.
to buy an action figure. Ryan, how much does it cost you in Canada to buy a Marvel Legend?
Like, depends on where I go. It could be anything from $25 to $50 for the same figure.
Right.
Right? I think
$50.
Toys R Us in Canada had to lower their prices because they were trying to sell, like, I remember Thor Love and Thunder, like
Yeah.
that year that wave came out.
Yeah.
The figures were $45.99 a pop. And then they were like, then they couldn't get rid of them. Or like,
Mhm.
well, yeah, because everyone's going everywhere else to buy them.
Right.
Right? Like, and
Mhm.
again, too, like I'd rather buy from like eCollectibles, right? .ca. Everyone go check out that place. And then a little quick plug for Canadian website. But it's like, I'd rather just it's weird. Yeah, I have to get I've had to get strategic on my Marvel Legends.
Right.
Right? Like I am playing clearance chicken a lot. I think I did for almost a lot of things
Wait.
coming out, except for the No Way Home wave.
I
'cause
think-
used Zendaya.
Ryan, I
Right.
think in Canada it's clearance geese.
Yeah,
Clearance geese.
clearance chicken
Yeah.
sounds fun.
So
Not at the grocery store. That I think is.
By the way, the reason
Guilty.
the reason I'm fired up about this, and if a couple people noted that I was maybe took my magic mind today.
That's what it is.
I love doing toy. I love doing this. I love that we're kicking off the new year. I love toys. I love talking about this. I'm passionate about what we do here. I'm passionate about this industry. But I do agree that it's gotten to the point where it's not fun. Like, and this isn't just Hasbro. This is all the companies. Do you have any NECA figures I want to go buy right now? There's
All of
10
them.
figures sitting at Target I want to buy right now. But at $35 to $40 a pop, that's really expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Marvel
if
Legends.
NECA
all of
says,
it.
"Hey, we're gonna do the wrestling turtles. It's gonna cost you $500." I'm spending it.
Well,
Again,
that
that's
leads me to my last point before we wrap up.
Yes.
We have to be strategic in our purchases. We can't buy everything, or we have to just focus on the things that we desperately want or love. So we're going to be talking about this stuff all year, but let's roundtable it. Dole, you could start us off. Where is your focus this year?
So it just carries over. It's honestly the same old shit, Dole style. It's going to be with X-Men 97 hitting. We're going to get a load of X-Men stuff, and I'm so excited about that. So I know we talked about this in the chat as well, and you made fun of me for it. Am I cutting down my spending on toys this year? Yes, I need to save it for Japan. That trip is not going to be cheap. By
I didn't make fun of you. I just I just knew you were going to say it.
Yeah. So, but with that, I've also have made a list of here are the stuff that's important to me that I want to collect to make sure that I get this year, even if they're premium items, such as the Mondo's X-Men Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
That is a must own, and I'm going to keep pestering Alex and Peter to re-release Gambit, because I want both. I'm also excited about the Marvel Legends 50th anniversary line for Wolverine. And of course, any of the X-Men 97 figures that they're pumping out as well. And again, so for Star Wars, it's really going to be give and take. It's just I don't need the 7th Mando figure.
Right.
You got to start making something new and start making it good. Because I don't know. I don't we all saw the last pipeline reveal, and they were all repaints and re-releases. So I think we're okay.
And it's not the same concept. They do it in wrestling because it's important for kids to be able to go to a store and find a Hulk Hogan figure and find a Roman Reigns figure. That's why they repaint and re-release all the top guys. It's not important for Ryan Dole to get his 8th Mandalorian figure. He already has it. And that's where the repaint issue, the retool issue for adult collectors, adult collectors who are, most of them have been collecting and have those figures already.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's now I'm kind of it's time for my Pelimotos. Get me my Carson Tavas. Get me my Madame Garças. Let's just start putting out some toys.
Let's take it seriously.
Yeah, it's serious time now. Playtime's over. Right?
Cool.
Let's get some of that stuff. So
Jacob.
I think that's kind of where my head's at right now.
Jacob, 2024, where's your head at?
Yeah, I mean, I look around my toy room and it's 90% vintage stuff in here, and I'll continue that in trying to build up those lines. As far as modern stuff, I'll stay the same as I am now. I'll pick and choose. I'll buy the Marvel Legends that fit into the specific collection I have built. Same with Star Wars stuff, and I'll continue to pick up NECA stuff because I'm still trying to buy those Gremlins, the Universal Monster stuff. They're going to keep putting that out. I'm going to keep buying that. Turtle stuff. But really, I have, the last half of this year, I've really leaned into less just going to the store and picking something up because I want to spend money, and putting that money towards things that are maybe higher cost, more, Mondo statues, Hot Toys, Safubi stuff is not these fucking dumb little Godzilla thing. This stuff is not cheap. So I've kind of focused more into the Safubi end of things, but I'll pick up stuff here and there. I'm going to get the Ghostbusters stuff,
Yeah, I actually think I
that's
might.
about it.
I'm not going to go hunt for the Ghostbusters stuff. If I see it, I'll grab one, but I don't think I'm going to go like full throttle on it. But yeah, someone else in the chat also brought up Jada Street Fighter, and luckily those come out like one at a time every 3 months. Right?
Oh yeah, I
They
forgot.
collect.
I did get the gray Ryu. I forgot to show it off tonight. So
Mhm.
as I complain about repaints, I've
I
got
bought
3
the third
Ryus.
This
one.
one's gray. Yeah. And for me personally, just to piggyback off of all of y'all, I will be judicious going into 2024, knowing that Japan's coming, and knowing that we'll all be there. But
By the way, we're talking about Star Wars Celebration 2025.
that's celebration that we're planning.
We're
for.
planning on
Mhm.
all going to.
Mhm. It's not going to stop me from picking up Calico Critters when I see them in store, or Super 7 or a NECA stuff at Target. But I do think that, yeah, I think for me, I want to start buying Keshi. That's what Jacob has inspired me to
There
do.
you go.
That's my new goal. And yeah, I think that building my community up and just kind of investing in the things that I have and saving a little bit of money for that trip, and then just really focused collecting, like getting on eBay and making purchases that way for specific things that I want. I was on eBay today looking at calendars from 1996, and
Nice.
yeah, Kathy Ireland calendars.
Oh,
They're expensive.
dude.
She was.
Her calendar's like $130 right now.
Abby
Like,
tried to get me to. Well,
I
so
tried to get a signed one.
the 1996 calendars match up with 2024, so everyone's
Right.
buying 9.
They're super popular.
So today, Abby's like, "Hey, we should buy this Kathy Ireland signed calendars, $150." I was like, "Calm down."
I would have wanted
That's
it.
what
in
we're trying to do. We're
1996
trying to
too.
calm down, Craig.
All
right.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hang on, I want
I'm
to bring
just
up
trying to
the
relax here. All right.
Breezy C33. We need to start a GoFundMe page for Joel. Looks like he's hurting for some toys. I'm going to tell you this right now. I am
Oh, yeah,
not
that's-
hurting in the slightest.
He's just on location.
Yeah,
He's just
this
not
is
in his
just
toy.
on
area.
location.
His boring CGI background.
Yeah.
Honestly, my big collecting goal for 2024 is to keep having cool toy companies send us free stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to
No, I'm
shill.
just kidding.
We're going to
We're
shill it
shilling
to kill it.
Send those toys.
Obviously, Ghostbusters is always a priority.
How many Switch games am I buying tonight? What did we get? $30? Half a Switch game?
Come on.
We get half a Switch game.
Half a switch.
No joke. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is awesome. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We got a lot of good stuff coming up.
Mhm.
We appreciate you being here. Ghostbusters, obviously, I will be buying Frozen Empire, Ghostbusters toys. I'm not going to go as hard on Afterlife. I bought like 2 to 3 of everything they put out. Frozen Empire, a little bit more judicious. I don't think I'm going to need everything in package and out of package.
Okay.
Maybe I will. Jake's rolling his eyes.
He's just Craig just telling straight up lies.
He's fucking
And we're all
lying.
supposed to just go with it. Okay.
All right, so obviously Ghostbusters, continuing vintage Star Wars, getting more play sets and vehicles. And he's, by the way, C Scorner Run. He said this a couple times. I want to highlight it. Sorry, anything but tan flight suits, pass, dark suits, and red parka figures only. Space danger is real. I agree, it is real.
It is real.
Yeah, I'm into that. Yep.
As far as modern toys, look, I love anything Star Wars retro. I'm buying that Phantom Menace 6-pack. Give me that. I hope they put out more retro stuff. I really love that stuff. Mythic Legions, obviously, now that we've been introduced. I break all my rules, I know. I'm gonna get more Mythic Legions. I love that new wave they have up for pre-order with the bear and all those figures.
Oh, I did a couple pre-orders myself.
Yeah.
Break. So
I'm going to continue to be judicious with NECA turtles, buying the ones I really want. I do want the animated punk turtles when they come out. I think those are really cool. I have to kind of fill in some spots. I need to go back. There's stuff I came out last year from the Secret of the Ooze line and stuff I still need to get from last year. But really,
I saw those Ninja Turtle 3 turtles in the store. You did too, right?
yeah, I saw those. Honestly, guys, my main collecting goal this year, I'm wearing the shirt. I've got a ton of payment plans going for different Batman hot toys. I can't wait to get all of they delayed by Anne Hathaway again. It keeps getting delayed.
Hey, I'm imagining like it's Craig's, high school reunion or something, and
Yeah.
the thing that they say is Craig Goldberg has a lot of pre-orders for Batman toys coming out.
Yes.
He does. I really do. So definitely more hot. Less toys, more premium collectibles.
Yes.
More premium toys. Even maybe some statues. I don't know. No, fuck statues. But toys, premium toys. Mondo, Hot Toys, Sideshow.
Are you
I
just,
forgot to
are you
say
just reading a
superpowers.
transcript of what I said 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. I'm on a delay.
But no, superpowers are still on my list too. I should bring that up.
I love all the superpowers, and obviously still vintage superpowers and vintage Kenner Batman.
Yep.
And I'm really excited though about things like Mythic Legions, and it'll be fun when Comic-Con comes. It's always fun to see what licenses come out from NECA and Super 7 and all that.
Mhm.
I do want to get the Trick or Treat Studios
Goosebumps?
the Goosebumps figures
Yeah,
and those Killer
me too.
Clowns figures. There's cool
Yeah.
stuff
They're
coming out.
The Trick or Treat we haven't really talked about too much, but they're putting out a lot of. They're really jumping into the
I forgot
toy
about
game.
those.
They got a
Yeah.
whole line of Toxic Crusaders coming out.
Yep.
Good looking stuff. Yeah.
When's NECA putting out those Ben Coopers?
It's got to be soon.
I don't know, but yeah, I want those. Oh boy.
There's
Right
really
now that you start
cool
thinking
stuff
about
coming
like I'm going to cut down, but I need
Well,
Megan,
saying you're going
I
to cut down,
need Ben Cooper.
saying I'm going to cut down just means I'm not going to buy every single Ninja Turtle toy that I see.
I mean, right
Every
now,
other Ninja Turtle toy.
like
It's hard to keep it up.
I do want
Yeah.
that second wave of Mutant Mayhem villains that just hit, because those are all really cool.
Oh, like
They're
the
cheap
Mondo
and fun.
Gecko and Wing
Mondo Gecko and Genghis Frog and all that. But as far as modern toy lines go, I'm not really buying much Marvel Legends. I'm all way out of Classified. I'm way out of Vintage Collection at this point. I'm way out of Black Series. Obviously, I'm not. There's less appeal for me walking up and down the Walmart and Target toy aisles than there was a couple years ago. And I think a lot of us are in kind of a similar boat. So if we're wondering why the toy industry is changing, it's because a lot of people are deciding to have these conversations and be more picky, and to maybe go over quality over quantity. So yeah.
Well, there's just other things I want to do too, right?
Well, it's not a
yeah. Go ahead.
It's not a bad thing. It will, if our different well, all right, we'll go ahead and acknowledge that. Make them kiss. She's doing so. Thank you, Johnny. If our collecting habits change and that collectively causes the industry to have to change something up, it's not a bad thing.
No.
There's good in that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Time to change. Time to rearrange.
Guys, this Brady Bunch?
Yeah. To everything. Turn.
What is that? Watchmen?
So
yeah.
Michael Moore says
songs about change.
it's weird how out of Classified I am. They're releasing too much stuff at once. That's another thing that happens where, I mean, that happened to me with NECA stuff where it was just like, I literally can't keep up with the Turtles line. So therefore I'm turned away from it because you feel like you're missing out and there's no way you're ever going to catch up. So I don't know what anyone's going to do. I know what we're about to do is end this show and say thank you.
I'm going to watch The Godfather 3 and eat some
Ooh.
Chinese food.
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
we're not, no sad.
Jacob, they're good.
Chinese food is good, yeah.
Chinese food is good, but Godfather,
They're good?
refuse it.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
Cool.
Gangsters and Chinese food is like one of the best combos.
Michael
in American
Corleone.
history.
Corleone.
Is that his name?
Corleone. Yeah.
Corleone.
Young.
What is that? Is that a
You
kind
know
of
what?
pasta?
Don't call me out. Young Robert De Niro is amazing. And
Abby was going, we watched Godfather 1 and 2 this week, and she's like, wow, Al Pacino's hot. Wow, Robert De Niro's hot. I was like, yeah, these are like the most famous actors of all time. There's a good looking guys.
From fucking Meet the Parents. Yeah, these are good looking guys.
Hey, listen, guys, no sad comments tonight, but we'll return with regular sad comments next week once all the toy companies start actually announcing things to get sad about.
We can't do sad comments after very serious conversation.
Well, also when the toy company, when Hasbro hasn't made a post on their Instagram in 3 weeks. It's like,
right.
Well, I think that team's gone.
Oh yeah.
Jose Carlos says, I'm going to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife. Think of all the Dream GB toy lines that could exist. That'll be fun.
Same.
Yeah.
And Breezy says, just heard an hour of sad comments. I don't think so. I think that was some critical analysis of the toy industry.
It was an important conversation that we needed to have.
Although he's not wrong. And Jessica Parker will end with you, not toy related, but my goal this year, let Jacob know, is to read more 2024.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's a good goal.
It's always
There
Hey,
you
good.
go.
me too.
It's good for the,
There you go. Thank
the
you, Breezy.
brain.
Thank you, Breezy.
Mhm.
All right, guys, for Abigail Gardner, Jacob Walsh, and Ryan Dole, my name is Craig Goldberg. Stay tuned for more from Yes Have Some podcast. Toy
Nothing to me
anxiety.
tonight. I've got new co-hosts.
Confirmed?
Whoa.
Changes.
Confirmed?
Yeah.
Changes.
What is
happening on
it?
the show.
Mhm,
What's that?
What do you, can you announce these new co-hosts?
Sure. So it's funny because now she can't be on this week, but Alice is going to be joining on a more regular basis,
Okay.
right? With
Except for
her-
this week.
With her Godzilla hot takes. Well, she's got like deadlines usually on the day we
Sure.
record, so it's just like it depends on that.
Okay.
But she loves coming on because she's got hot takes, especially when it comes to Godzilla, apparently.
All right.
And Alex, Fun Plastic 4 from the Mondo team. He's going to
Cool.
be my regular
Cool.
co-host as well.
Look at that.
Nice.
Lexi is still going to be around, but she's about to burst from having her child number 2. So she'll be out for a while. So with that,
I thought she was going to have Chinese food like us.
no, but Alex is going to step in, and
That's awesome.
So he's going to be my regular co-host as well. So we're going to be doing that, and because X-Men '97 premieres this year as well, we want to do some roundtables on X-Men '97. So I'm
Derek
pretty
Hoover says,
Jacob Walsh
more
might wanna go
Alice.
into
Hell yes.
All right, Alice.
Hot Godzilla takes. She's awesome. And Jose Carlos Rivera says, those are great announcements. So this is just great. Let's get the music going and say goodnight, everybody. We will see you next week. I already said goodbye. I just got to find the music. And then we'll say goodbye again. We'll watch Godfather 3, and we know it's the worst one, but it's going to be good.
Fun
Still gonna be
begins.
good though.
This is
What
where
if it's the
fun
best
begins.
There you go.
Well, I tend to like bloated sequels and
Fun.
prequels.
Is it in 3D? Is it
I think Beverly Hills
3D?
Cop 3 is one of the best of the Beverly Cops movies.
Beverly Hops.
Beverly Cops.
Bye, y'all.
This is where the fun begins.